but I decided to go back to the Air Bud series after a year. Also, by the way, there are 14 Air Bud movies. What? But today I'm only going through the second one, which is Air Bud Golden Receiver, which I have never seen. It has a 4.6 on IMDb, and it is the last Air Bud movie to be shown in theaters. That's right, all the other Air Bud movies are direct-to-DVD hits. I shouldn't say hits. I don't know. We should watch those before we say that they're direct-to-DVD hits. I also want to say this, the first Air Bud movie and a Christmas spinoff are the only IMDb scores over a 5 out of 10. So I can't wait to see how wild these movies get. Are they really as bad as they seem? Let's find out. Let's start with Air Bud Golden Receiver. Now, before I go through this movie already, I just want to say that this movie makes a lot more sense on paper. I can imagine a dog being able to catch a football way more than being able to play basketball. I feel like maybe in the focus groups, they're probably like, how about a dog that plays football? And they were just like, nah. And then they're like, what if he could hoop? And the entire focus group just went like wild. It went crazy. The movie kind of picks up where the last movie left off, with Josh and Buddy still being good at basketball. I do want to point out that it was only a year later after the first Air Bud movie, but Josh's mom has already been recast. I do not know why. I did some digging into it. I couldn't find out why. It is what it is. This happens. But what isn't being recast is Buddy being basically Sly Cooper if he was a dog. The opening of the movie starts with him running onto the floor of some kind of basketball game, but it's how he gets there where I'm just like, all right, guys. After being told he couldn't go to the basketball game, Buddy escapes out of the window the same way he did in the first movie.
Sorry, buddy, you can't go. Love you. Bye.
This family should have learned by now.
Lock your doors. Bar your windows.
But Buddy instantly knows how to sneak into the back of the car. This I can buy. I'm fine with this, actually. But when they're out of the car and the coast is clear, Buddy does this. So to me, that means that Buddy has done this before. Like, how do you know how to do that and somehow bypasses security and then makes his way onto the court? He's lucky this wasn't an NBA game, because David Stern would have none of this.
My dog gets you better than that.
You mean like that dog over there?
Oh no.
Alright, so first of all, who is this guy? And how do you know what his dog might look like? Answer quickly. But also with this, they just end up letting Josh onto the court.
Dog's got a mean jump shot.
Thanks, Mr. Blue.
Hey guys, how about a picture?
This is mid-game, by the way. David Stern would never let his league be made a mockery of, so I know that this isn't the NBA. So this movie basically starts out with Josh and his friend Tommy, who was in the last movie. They're thinking about trying out for the football team while Tommy is, and Josh is like, oh.
Yeah, anyway, Tom, you can't play football. I mean, you're a basketball player.
Well, Deion Sanders played 2 sports.
Alright, but my thing is, what Josh said has never been true in the history of ever. When I was in high school, those seasons did not overlap. Like, football season, then basketball season. I thought we all knew this. Anyway, so Josh and Tommy bring Buddy to the vet after school.
Josh, we're all looking at us funny. So what? You know Buddy hates the vet.
Alright, so they meet a new vet, and Buddy takes a liking to him, which is uncharacteristic of a veterinarian dog scene, right? You know? I've never had a pet before.
Yeah, your dog could run a marathon.
Or play basketball.
Play basketball. That's a good one.
Alright, but here's the thing. Buddy being good at basketball isn't a secret anymore. This guy just won a state championship. Like, Buddy made the local news in the last movie, and maybe even national news. I think a dog winning a state championship would be national news. Anyway, on top of that, the end of the last movie is that the whole town basically showed up to court for Buddy. And on top of that, he just crashed a professional basketball game. Like, Buddy being good at basketball isn't a secret. They just posed for photos. I'm getting ahead of myself. So now we go to what looks like an illegal animal circus, and what I'm guessing is the main villain. Villains plural.
King of the world! Idiot! How many times do I have to tell you? Never interrupt me when I am throttling a performer.
Sorry, Natalia.
And this place.
Yeah, so it turns out these two have been abducting animals for their circus so they can go back to Russia. Okay, this movie just took a hard turn.
Watch this. So, we go back to Russia now.
No! My circus is not complete. We still need to find the main attraction.
All right, looking for a main attraction for your circus aside, that chimpanzee can skateboard, and the movie just pretends it's not anything. Anyway, the villains see the highlights of Air Bud on a basketball court, and now they want to kidnap that dog, obviously.
We have found our main attraction.
What's funny about this news montage is that they don't show a highlight of Buddy playing basketball. They just show him running on the court and evading people. So they don't even know that Buddy can hoop. So the circus people are just looking at a dog evading people. Like, you have a chimpanzee that can skateboard, and nothing you've seen Buddy do has topped that yet. And now we're being introduced to another subplot, is that Josh's newly casted mom is starting to date again.
That was, just a guy from work. Herb.
Huh. Hey!
I'm gonna just say this right now. This is movie number 2. Just stop leaving your dog around stuff.
Hey, come here, boy.
Oh.
So it turns out that Herb is allergic to dogs, which is something that probably should have been brought up beforehand, right? And Herb leaves, and even though I don't want him in the movie, his reason for leaving is kind of valid, right? If you're allergic to something, you need to vacate the premises, maybe.
Bye, Herb.
Where's Herb?
Well, he kind of had to run, so. These are for you.
So not even a minute of full film time later, we see a cut to her going on a date with another dude.
Oh my. I must be in the wrong house. I was expecting Jackie Fram, not Cindy Crawford.
So my thing here is that I'm just expected to believe that Herb and Jackie just didn't follow up in any capacity. Hey, sorry I left. I had to run. I'm allergic to dogs. Or, hey, you left our plans. What happened to that? Nothing? Anyway, we cut to Jackie talking to Buddy. Yes, Buddy, about her dating struggles.
Maybe it's too soon for me to be dating. Do you think it's too soon? Maybe I'm just not meant to fall in love again.
And this is right after the guy said the Cindy Crawford line, which I didn't immediately clock that the date was going to go poorly because we didn't see the rest of it. And the thing with this movie is that, especially because that date went right after Herb, I just was like, oh, I feel like this date's gonna go better, right? Had no idea.
Are we rushing things?
All right, now for a second, I was very worried that Buddy was just a clairvoyant dog here. But it's the vet. Now I'm holding off on him being the good guy because the people in the office that we're looking at Josh and Tommy and the dog were weird as hell. So we'll put a pin in that for now, and they instantly plan a date. This movie's pacing is wild.
Hey, I heard you're into sports. Got you something.
Oh,
I started playing when I was about your age.
gee, thanks.
You ever play?
Well, no, actually, basketball's kind of my sport. But thanks, it's nice.
Okay, so this is how they start to play football? Now, from this, I thought that they were immediately going to start to play football, but no, we have to remind the audience that Josh's dad died in a plane crash before the first move happened. This movie is a roller coaster of whimsy and then like cutting into like stuff that's like, damn, like what's, oof, I forgot. Like we snap back from like happy-go-lucky buddy crashing a basketball game to Russian circus performers kidnapping animals, and it's like, oh hey, Josh's mom is dating again because his dad died in a plane crash before the, like it just keeps doing this. Also, my main working theory for the Air Bud series is that you cannot convince me that Buddy doesn't have superpowers of some kind. Like, you could tell me that he can teleport, and I'd buy it. All right, show me him going through the window the first time, please. I buy the dog being good at sports, but I draw the line at teleportation. Meanwhile, let's check and see what the villains are doing, I guess.
Wait a minute. That was our boy and dog.
If that was the case, where were y'all going? Anyway, the creepy circus people plan to kidnap Buddy in broad daylight in front of Josh and Tommy because, yeah, they're morons.
Nice.
One, I forgot how over-exaggerated these 90s, 2000s kids movies get. And two, what's the pig doing? The pig just looking at him like, ooh, boy. Wouldn't let that happen to me, though. Also, it's crazy how I feel like these villains just do not need to be in the story because we're juggling three plots here. Air Bud 1's villain was an alcoholic, depressed clown who was such a jerk to his dog that the dog leaves him and the entire town goes to a court of law, and the judge goes, yeah, Vala, that guy sucks. And now we've jumped from that to animal traffickers with kind of like a made-up motive. I don't think the villains need to be in this movie. I'm gonna be so for real. So anyway, time has passed. We have like a minor time jump. So the mom has been on like 4 or so dates with this guy. So the kids realize that the vet is already on the home speed dial, which I'm guessing was a big deal back then. I don't know.
Oh, that's worse than speed dial, buddy.
Hi, this is Patrick. Leave a message after the beep.
But I really don't know how to feel about this either right now because earlier in the movie, I forgot to tell you guys, Josh kind of hinted that he was sad in the movie about missing a father figure in his life. I forgot to mention this, but yeah, like earlier in the movie, he watches like a dad like console his son, and then Josh is like, damn, I don't have that. So I don't know. I don't know how he's feeling right now. And I'm saying this is kind of weird to me because this wasn't really a focal point in the first movie at all. Like the dad was briefly mentioned. The vet guy looks way better than the other two losers that tried to go on a date with your mom. So like, I don't know. Anyway, I don't have time to think about this because to get his mind off his mom dating, he decides to try out for the football team. Ooh, boy, this team looks like they're awful, dog. Josh, are you sure about this? Might get hurt. Anyway, they try out, and Tommy says he's a wide receiver and that Josh is the quarterback. Because earlier, Josh and Tommy were playing catch, and Josh has a good arm.
Come on, let's see that killer arm.
Look out.
Mr. Receptor will fit right in.
Yeah.
So the coach sees his arm and makes him the backup quarterback.
What's a backup do?
Your backup Cole Powers over there. He's the hottest quarterback in the league right now. He might not get much playing time.
And honestly, he's even cool with being the backup quarterback. He just needs a place to escape the thoughts of his mom dating again, so he'll be okay. I just don't know if Tommy will, though.
Hey, Tommy.
Tommy, I'm gonna say this right now. This is your second low light on your first football day. So if you get cut from this awful football team, that's on you. Anyway, after a rough day of practice, Josh's mom is like, dude, you play football now? And he's like, yeah, dude, for sure. Okay. So now, since this movie really does have no breaks, we're immediately taken to the jealousy subplot where Josh and Tommy bring Buddy back to the vet for no reason, just to investigate the veterinarian.
It's never gonna work, Tom. I just know it. Traveling doctors are worse than traveling salesmen. He's probably got a woman at every port.
So while they're selfishly using Buddy as a distraction, they rummage around this medical professional's office.
Got it.
But like, what is happening here? Like, Josh should know better. Like, these could be his relatives, man. We're gonna need to do better than this.
I don't want to play. Buddy.
I think the thing that got me watching this movie is that Josh is suddenly surprised that Buddy can play football too. Like, why are you also surprised that the circus dog could do something else? And this isn't a reboot of the series. This is a sequel to the first movie. And I know this because of the basketball scene in the beginning of the movie. And honestly, this has been the least surprising thing that Buddy can do. Like, this is just fetch, but the ball doesn't touch the ground, right? I've never owned a pet. I feel like fetch goes platinum with dogs. But you know what I'm saying? It makes me wonder how popular these movies would be if the football movie came first. That's what I'm thinking. Like, if the football movie came first and then the basketball movie, that would have probably felt like an escalation, upping the stakes, like a Fast and Furious, where it's like, oh, we're racing cars, and then you skip to 5 movies later, and then you're robbing banks with cars. So you know what that means. Out of the 14 Air Bud movies, I need to see a heist of some kind, or they go to space, something like that. I need one of those things.
Hey, boy, here you go. I'm late for my first game, all right? I know, I wish you could play too, but I miss you. Bye-bye.
And honestly, knowing Buddy, we know he's gonna sneak out again. He's like, oh, for the entire movie when it comes to staying put. So anyway, Josh comes to practice and overhears what I think is the principal and the head coach talking about how the team is bad. And then I hear this.
Attendance is down and the football program is expensive.
Winning isn't what kids' football is all about.
I know. The school board gave me a choice. At the end of the season, I can either drop the football program.
That's not even an option.
Or I let you go.
So the movie wants me to believe that this team is too expensive. And I'm just sitting here being like, how? Your team has 20 players on it. I saw the equipment y'all use. There's no way. You could have gone without the expensive part. You could just been like, this team has been bad forever. You might be a bad coach. But they're like, nah, this team costs too much money. Anyway, we get to the first game. And again, what is expensive about this team? You have the principal being the PA announcer. It looks like you're already cost cutting.
Personal foul, 69, offense. He was giving them the business.
Yo, ref, no call? You gotta do something here, man. They just hit a kid so hard that he left an imprint in the ground. Also deflated the football. Dude, who are these people? I get the looks, I get that, but I just don't understand what the coach is supposed to get from that. Anyway, the Russian circus people magically know where Buddy lives and try to kidnap him.
Go away! Did you hear something?
And I know I rag on Buddy for always leaving the house, but this one is valid, because there's evil afoot. I think that Buddy has powers of some kind, dude. Anyway, we go back to the football part, and we see that Tommy somehow got a starting spot as a wide receiver first game, and haven't seen him catch a ball yet.
Yeah, Tommy. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, Tom. Yeah.
Anyway, you have to see Air Bud escaping the villains, who are in an ice cream truck, where the kids are chasing after the ice cream truck. So no matter what the villains are doing, they're always going to have witnesses.
That's it! People, kids, go! Everybody running through my yard!
And you know what, lady? I know that's your only lines of the movie. It's a valid crash out, dude. Because why are you trespassing? Huh? Why doesn't that lady report them to the police? Huh. Anyway, the clairvoyant dog somehow makes it to the football field. Dude, I think he has powers. I think he has powers, man. You can't tell me that Air Bud doesn't have powers.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Cole's down. Nate, Marlon, come here. Take it easy.
He does this just as soon as the starting quarterback dislocates his shoulder. I think Air Bud knows the future. Like, he always just knows where to be, and it would make a lot of sense for these movies.
So what's the call, Josh?
Call, good question.
Oh, we're gonna die.
Give him a break.
All right, B-52. Break.
Which one's B-52? Crossing pattern, deep.
Also, I totally understand that Josh doesn't know the plays. Like, if he understood the plays as quickly, I would be shocked. Being a quarterback is hard.
B-52! Down!
Josh, over here.
Oh.
All right!
And you see, I like the jokes, man. They're subtle and still funny. I wish the movie was more like this and not just like over the top humor. There's some good jokes in there that are like subtle and like catch you off guard. And I love that kind of humor. And Josh here, I don't blame you, bro. I'd be scared too. This is a team that just put a dent of somebody in the ground. Also, now I get to talk about some of my favorite parts of the movie, which is that Josh's offensive line is the worst thing I've ever seen. And I'm a Bengals fan. It happens every year. What I do like is how the coach is a nice guy and all through all these mistakes. Meanwhile, Buddy steals a hot dog while the team calls the same play that didn't work before.
He's open! He's open!
Josh is going on! And it's a perfect pass! A dog!
Buddy.
There is a dog!
So I guess Buddy technically scores a touchdown, and I'm guessing they count it because he took out the referee who couldn't. I don't know how they count it. I'd be like, that's too many men on the field. At least that's a penalty. After the game, the coach gives Josh a pep talk about football being fun, yada, 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 whatever.
You know, you got a great arm on you out there, son, but it's like you're playing for all the wrong reasons. Football's all about having fun. That's got to be your bottom line, Josh.
And Josh makes a great point. Of course, you don't want your dog to get hurt if you played football.
I know you want to play on the team, boy. But you just can't, you know? Because football's not like basketball. Because you might get hurt. And I don't want you to get hurt, do I?
But then, like 20 seconds later, he changes his mind. We can give you a uniform. And he then goes home and makes him a uniform.
What's this?
Got a new wide receptor for you.
What is this, some kind of a joke?
Well, no. I mean, like you said, there's always room on your team for a couple more players.
Come on, dogs don't play football.
Yeah, they don't play basketball either, right?
So the coach is suddenly not on board, but in the previous scene was just like, yeah, man, that's a talented dog right there. This was literally him 2 minutes ago. This movie continues to try to lie to me.
So that's the famous Air Bud, huh? Amazing dog. Great form. Reminds me a lot of Fred Bolitnikoff. Except he's better looking than Fred.
And why would you not let him on the team right now? This dog has caught the only pass that I've seen in the montage, by the way. There's no way. Do you want to win or not? Your job is on the line.
Up, down, kick this to one, down. No knees, Weeble, up, down. That's the way to do it.
But like with any superpowered dog that might be able to see the future, Buddy shows out at the practice and he's instantly on the team.
I'll tell you one thing, boys. That ain't no golden retriever. That there's a golden receiver.
Hey, that's the name of the show.
I heard it, guys, so you have to hear it too.
We're gonna kick some round butt today. I can feel it.
Ref! Do something!
This is a penalty.
Is it true? Go, shoot! Hike!
I want to stop here and say that Air Bud playing basketball, I kind of get it. I think Air Bud playing football is an unfair advantage. Think about it. That is a grown-up golden retriever playing 8th graders in football. Like, it's not fair. Do you know how fast golden retrievers can sprint? Apparently, some golden retrievers can sprint up to 30 miles per hour. That's a grown-ass dog. Here's a video of Air Bud being on a segment called Stupid Pet Tricks with David Letterman. In 1991, he should not be allowed to play against 8th graders, guys. Whatever. Anyway, now the green team just has to watch Air Bud score touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. I would file a complaint, personally.
Does anybody on this team want to play football?
We should call that play DK Petcalf because of how he chased that guy down. Okay, that was a bad joke. Let's move on. After this, we have to be reminded about the less fun subplots to watch here.
I found these in your office. Who are they?
Well, that's Laura. She lives in Seattle. And that's Gail. She's in Santa Fe. And the pretty one with the red hair, that's Shannon Marie. She's in Boston.
So yeah, it turns out that all the women he was photographed with are his sisters. Who would have thought? Can we move on from this now? Anyway, we soon find out that the vet has been offered a permanent job in San Diego. I just want to say that Air Bud and the family live near Seattle, so that's a pretty far distance. Whatever. Now we have the montage where Air Bud just starts to dominate teams and stuff, which I'm more than fine with. We often have to speed up these movies somehow. And now that Buddy is getting more popularity again, people are buying tickets to middle school football games. Buddy is the talk of the town, once again, just like in the last movie. Wait, that wasn't slick. They just tried to sneak in a clip from the practice that they had earlier. Y'all see that? Look at the clips again. The dude in the back wasn't even wearing a jersey number. Did they think that we wouldn't notice? We then see the Russian circus people again. Yeah, remember them? So this means that they've just been in the area for like a month and a half, at least, doing nothing. It also does not help that the last time that they were in this movie was 17 film minutes ago. This movie, again, is trying to balance like 3 plots, and it's not doing well. Anyway, with the dog's help, they advance to the state finals once again.
Josh threw that pass to Buddy, and he scored the home run. Thought he was gonna have a heart attack. Oh, football is so dramatic, yeah.
And again, I like how the movie has subtle jokes like this. It's my type of humor. Anyway, back to the unfortunate absurdity of this movie. The vet then decides that this is the perfect time to propose. Hey, to each their own, I'm not gonna judge. But they've been dating for 2 months.
Will you marry me?
What's going on?
Nothing. I made your cake. Shaped like a football. Isn't it cute?
What's in that box?
I don't know if you guys can tell, but I think I should talk about this. This movie had a different director this time around from the first movie, and I think that it's not going as well. And I say this because Josh seems to have gotten worse as an actor between movies. Like, his line deliveries sound pretty painful compared to the first movie. And it might just be the rose-tinted glasses from the first movie, but this movie just feels off. So again, Josh is upset that his mom is finding happiness, which again, I'm not a child of divorce, but I've seen this trope in many of these types of movies, so I don't know what to say here. So with that news, Josh decides to sneak out of the house and go somewhere. Do you guys see what I was saying about this movie being a roller coaster? Do you believe me now? Also, the only reason Josh would have the dog not go with him is just for the plot. Like, we see Josh sad early on in the movie and he brings his dog with him. This is just for the plot. Anyway, so while Josh and Buddy are both missing separately, the vet blames himself, which, no, dude, it's not your fault. So, I don't know. There's a lot's happening here. Now we find out 2 minutes later that Josh is trying to run away from home on the same day of the state championship game. This movie is doing a great job at inventing the wildest stakes possible.
You know what I hate most about train station food? There's nothing even remotely Italian about the Italian subs.
Well, it's okay, because somehow the coach is able to track him down after he gets a call from the mom.
How'd you find me here?
I ran away more than a few times when I was your age. Usually I got about this far.
Alright, for the sake of the movie, I will accept this. The coach then talks to Josh about how even though the vet isn't his dad, that doesn't mean that he has to stop loving his dad. It's a really good speech, actually. The coach is the best character, just like in the first movie, because this is the same movie.
Oh, I kind of overheard you and Mrs. Salter talking. She said that they were gonna get a new football coach.
Okay, I just wanted to point out something here. The time that he overheard them was 30 minutes of film time ago. So that was about a month and a half ago. And they've made it to the state championship. If she fires him after all of this, just know she's an idiot. No other way to slice it. So after the pep talk, Josh decides not to run away from home after this, and then comes home to realize that Patrick took the job, because why would he not at this point? Josh has him thinking that he ruined the family dynamic. So now with about 25 minutes of movie left, we have to 1, find Buddy. 2, patch Patrick and Josh's mom's love life back together. And oh, by the way, play a football game. Like, we could have just gotten rid of the villains here in this story, and we have more than enough here. If we flesh out the football part with the whole mom romantic stuff, that's fine. We do not need the villains in this story.
He's never done this before. He's never run away.
Buddy can take care of himself, honey.
Buddy! We gotta keep looking.
Josh, the game starts in an hour.
And this kind of set me back for a little bit, because I've never had a pet, but it feels just like an odd thing to say. If I knew that a pet was lost, I wouldn't be like, yeah, man, let's circle back later, see what happens. It feels really weird and kind of out of character for the mom. But we don't have time to find Buddy.
Buddy!
The state championship is here, and now the tone of the movie is weird.
I need you out there today, Josh.
Like, not only is a dog missing right now, but so is your best player. Like, this isn't weird to anybody. In the first movie, Josh tries to let Buddy go so that he doesn't go back under the clown's custody anymore. It's one of the most heart-wrenching moments in the movie, and in any sports kids movie that I've ever seen. It's absolutely gutting. In this movie, Buddy's just straight up missing. Buddy! And the coach is like, I know your dog's missing, but I'm gonna need you to lock in. What?
No, disappointing news here, Phil. We just got word that Air Bud, the canine wonder, will not be playing today. Not be playing, yes.
Have they checked the kennel?
So now this movie goes back and forth between a football game and a circus prison break.
Come on, Gus, you can do it!
And on the football game, we're back to the Timberwolves just being outclassed against their opponent. Nothing new here because... And coach, you never fixed that offensive line, buddy. This is on you. So meanwhile, all the animals are now. Anyway, after a Josh fumble and interception, we keep just going back and forth between this and the game. And I gotta say, this is a disorienting back and forth because on the one hand, the team is down 24-0 at the half, and on the other hand, Buddy could have escaped like 5 minutes ago. I don't know why. I don't know why we're still doing this.
But the truth is, even without the dog, they were winners. Each and every one of them.
One of my favorite tropes in a sports movie is when the coach tells a heartfelt speech at the end of a movie, but it's just a flat out lie. Like, y'all was not winners, bro. I was there. I saw it. Y'all were not winners, bro. Anyway, the Timberwolves start to mount a comeback without Buddy, which is dope. Meanwhile... And you know what? Like, this scene is going on for far too long at this point. So, like, anyway, the animals almost commit arson because there's no rule that says that a dog can't do that. And then he's eventually saved by, get this. So yeah, Patrick is like, hey, wait, and takes him to the football game while the circus crew gets arrested. And I gotta say, this really sucks because, get this, the villains don't really say a word to Josh because their only interaction was that the villains drove up while Josh was walking Buddy, and they don't really say a word to each other. And then they never talk for the rest of the movie. They don't even meet each other. Josh has no idea that his dog has been a kidnapping target for 2 months. In the first movie, the villain, the clown, has a lot of interactions with Josh. Josh even has to find the clown's address to steal back Buddy and everything here and there. But in this movie, they never interact. You could have written the villains out of the entire story and it would not have changed anything. So now the scoreboard says that they're down 35-10, but I'm not here to talk about the score. I'm here to talk about they're playing 15-minute quarters here, like it's the NFL. If you guys aren't familiar with youth sports, they don't even play 15-minute quarters in high school, much less 8th grade. What this movie is. They're 8th graders.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen to that audience. This is a sight to behold. It's Air Bud.
Damn, they got here pretty quickly. Maybe Patrick can teleport. And again, Buddy is so fast, bro. Like, this isn't fair. And like, I know that they're going to come back and everything, but once again, this is a competitive advantage here in this case, honest. But I just want to point out this one play here. Ain't nobody blocking. This is the state championship, bro. Anyway, with a minute left to go and the Wolves are down 4, and you're not gonna, I'm sorry. This is about to get wild in a second.
But they're going to need another touchdown in order to win. And now, this could be it. Oh, buddy. No, 184-pound crushing tackle by Tyler.
What, dude?
It's all right. Don't worry. I'm all right. All right. Get the door.
Excuse me. Coming through.
Yeah.
How is he?
I don't know.
Is he okay?
Just hang on.
He's not sure yet.
You see what I mean by a roller coaster? So Buddy is unable to continue, leaving a Josh legacy drive. What is going on here? And this all comes down to 4th down with 10 seconds left, because just like in the last movie, you gotta beat the buzzer. Again, both of these movies are kind of the same. I just want to say here in the middle, man, that once again, nobody's blocking. Coach, get an O-line coach, at least. You deserve to be fired, brother. Anyway, they win. Coach isn't fired. Giants blew a 35-10 lead, and this time the movie ends with Josh giving Pat a hug, Pat the vet a hug, and begging him not to go. But Pat was still about to leave after this. Like, Josh had to like flag him down from the boat that he was about to leave. Then we cut to a Seahawks 49ers game where we get a Warren Moon cameo, and then he sees Buddy and the movie ends.
I don't believe it.
Like, what skill level is Buddy, man? Like, he went from 8th grade to the NFL for football? Come on, guys. Anyway, my favorite review is an IMDb review of this from 1999 that goes, I have nothing against the movie itself, but I think this Air Bud stuff is going too far. First, the dog is playing basketball, then he's playing football. What's next? Golf? Tennis? Hockey? Soccer? It's just stupid. And I just want to say, Peter, you have no idea. As a longtime content creator, I consider myself a student of the game. I love nerding out and being constantly entertained and inspired by some of the best creators and projects in the space. It doesn't matter the genre. For example, one of my favorite sports creators, Mapify, has a series called Beyond the Bleachers. They break down the correlation between the geography and impact of stadium locations all around the world. Episode 1 compares European football stadiums to American football stadiums. Episode 2 examines the size and age of stadiums between Europe and North America, while Episode 3 explores the diverse cultures that stadiums foster. It's a riveting commentary that answers a lot of questions I had about stadium location choices and how it subliminally affects us as fans. Beyond the Bleachers is a show original to Nebula, the creator-owned streaming service that I am very proud to be a part of. It is the home of incredible content from some of the best creators in the world, and is the sponsor of this video. The best way to support me is by signing up for Nebula with my link. There are multiple plans that you can do to help support me. There's the one-time lifetime payment of $300, where you get Nebula forever. But if you want to go year by year, that's more than fine too. With my link, you can get a special discount for the annual plan while supporting me directly in the process. A nice portion of that money will go directly to me as long as you are subscribed. That helps me with the consistency and quantity of the content that you'll get from me. Support me and the many other awesome creators today by signing up for Nebula today. Thanks for watching, y'all.